Hi, everybody.
Hello.
How's it going?
How are you? Almost just burped.
Are you having a good week?
Are you having a bad week?
Sorry.
Yeah, that sucks.
Did you get a promotion this week?
Did you
Any
get-
good news?
Did you get good sleep?
News. Good news.
Did you...
Did you get your tax return this week?
Yeah. I did, and I put most of it into savings so I can go to
Shit.
Florida.
I did not put mine in savings.
Well, I put most of it into savings, and then I immediately went on Amazon and spent $137. But I'm getting 46 of that dollars back because I bought a jacket for the Taylor Swift concert, and it just did not fit how I wanted it to fit. So back it went.
Well. So we're coming to you guys because about the time this gets released, it's going to be
It should be the day.
Should be the day?
Should be the day.
We're going to talk to you a little bit about the pagan celebration of Ostara.
The Spring Equinox.
This whole celebration, this whole situation, I've always kind of liked.
Yeah, I've always kind of enjoyed the Spring Equinox. I don't know why, but something in my blood is just like, you like this.
You like that.
You're here for this.
We're here for this.
And the fall, the autumn one too.
That one does it for me. But, so it's Ostara. I have several, I say several, I think I just have one, website that I got shit from. And I don't remember what it's called, but it will be linked. Never fear. Ostara is the celebration of the arrival of spring. It falls on or around the 21st of March, just as spring is just peeking its little face around the corner.
Yeah.
In the northern hemisphere, this is the time of the vernal equinox, which is a surefire indicator that warmer and brighter weather is here to stay.
Ugh.
Thank God.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Weather here has been nuts here lately, guys.
It's crazy. Like one day it was like 80 degrees.
Oh, no, but prior to that, it was like in the 30s, in the 40s,
Yeah.
spitting snow.
Well, then we had
Cold as
like
fuck.
a nice day.
And then it was like 80 degrees, and I'm wearing a sleeveless dress to my
Yeah.
daughter's band concert.
I was like, the next day I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna wear sandals to work. It's Friday. It's fucking
40
freezing
degrees.
outside.
Yes.
I still wore the sandals, but I work indoors. It's fine.
Anyway, Ostara is one of the 8 Sabbats that are celebrated in modern day paganism, which this one is observed from March 19th to March 23rd. The name Ostara is derived from the Germanic, that's a hard word for me. Germanic.
As we know, I have a lot of hard words.
Right. Right. If you haven't already, you should go listen to the New Orleans or the Mardi Gras episode.
Words are hard, especially French ones.
Ostara is derived from the Germanic lunar goddess Ostara, who is also called Istra or Ustra. That one was kind of hard for me too, sorry. She rules over spring and dawn and is also the goddess of fertility. It is believed that Ostara origins are of Anglo-Saxon creation in the medieval period. It was first mentioned in written work in the 8th century works of a monk name by the name of Bede, B-E-D-E.
Oh.
This work was called The Reckoning of Time, and it discusses the month names of indigenous English people, in which it is mentioned that the month of Ostramonth, I'm struggling with words this time, was named after the goddess Ustra. And they held feasts in her honor during this period. It was later undecided amongst scholars whether or not Ostara was the creation of Bede or if she was a real goddess. The vast majority, including Jacob Grimm, fell in agreement with Bede. Christianity later took on the celebration and added it into their calendar. This is known as Easter, where they celebrate the resurrection of Jesus. Note that other cultures also have deities with springtime resurrections, adding to the theme of rebirth. Now, let's talk about some of the different symbols we may or may not be familiar with that are associated with this time of year. So, things like the hare. There are many myths giving, like, rabbits, hare,
Yeah.
H-A-R-E. There are many...
I immediately thought of the Easter Bunny.
There are many myths that give reason as to why we associate the hare with the goddess Ostara. Possibly the most popular one, though, is that the goddess found a wounded bird and healed it by transforming it into a hare since it could no longer fly. It maintained the ability to lay eggs, though, and it laid colorful eggs. The eggs were gifted to Ostara as a thank you.
The Easter Bunny.
Right. The hare stands for thankfulness of the goddess of fertility, since, hares can reproduce so quickly and have so many babies.
Yeah. I want a rabbit so bad, but I'm so
Fuck that.
scared.
The hare is associated with the moon because it is of nocturnal nature. I didn't know that. Eggs, obviously, babies come from eggs, so naturally they represent fertility and birth. Eggs also represent abundance and the sun because of the yolk. They can be used for making wishes, removing curses, and as funeral rites. Now, this one, and I know part of yours, I didn't read through yours, and you may come back to this, I don't know. Hot cross buns are a pretty big deal this time of year when I am doing my yearly Pinterest search for recipes to carry to the family Easter gatherings, because that's what I do. I like to carry my Ostara recipes to the Easter gathering. I did that last year. And
I was going to say, didn't you make hot cross buns last year?
No, I didn't make I've never made hot cross buns. I made lemon lavender bars last year, and they were a big hit. Everybody that tried it, because everybody was kind of iffy because of the lavender portion of it.
Yeah.
But, like, everybody who tried it was like, these are really damn good. I actually went today and bought some culinary lavender so that I could make some because I've been craving them.
Yeah.
But anyway, when I'm on Pinterest doing my yearly search for these recipes, hot cross buns shows up a million times. Baking is a very essential part of Ostara festivities. The elements of fire, earth, water, and air are represented by the 4 cross points on the hot cross buns. Also, these 4 points could be representation of the 4 fire festivals in the wheel of the year and the moon phases. So, there's that. One that I did not know about, but explains why all of a sudden the past, I would venture to say just a couple months, I have been thinking so much about adopting a bearded dragon or a snake into the family. Serpents and dragons are symbols recognized during this time of year. Snakes lay eggs and shed their skin and come out of hibernation. This symbolizes rebirth and renewal. And then myths of creation feature these beautiful feature snakes, beautiful, these beautiful creatures. Dragons that also represent sun worship, creation, and regeneration play a similar role.
I'm good. My sister has a bearded dragon. Her name is Fiona, and she is really cute, but I just don't want to.
I'm so torn about it. Like, the snake part of it scares me because they do have teeth and they do bite, and then, like, you're not supposed to react when they bite.
Yeah.
And jerk away. You're supposed to just let it, like, pull off of you.
I don't know about all that.
No, I'm going to react.
Right. I don't want to get...
But a bearded dragon, like, it's gonna hurt, but it's not gonna hurt nearly as bad.
Right.
And they're just big babies. Like, they're literally little... Like, I will buy little dragon wings to put on this damn thing because they're just so fucking cute.
Oh, when my sister got hers, I literally, like, without telling her, ordered her a leash for it.
Right. With wings on it.
With wings on it. With little dragon wings.
Remember, was it this past year we went to the Ren Fair, the Renaissance Festival?
Yes.
And that dude was walking around with the bearded dragon on his shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
With the wings on.
That was cute.
He was so cute.
Yeah. And if I can find a picture, or maybe Allie has one, I'll have her send me a picture of Fiona and I'll post it whenever this episode comes out if I can remember.
Gotcha. Wildflowers and butterflies are another symbol.
I love butterflies.
Those things, they emerge in spring.
Yeah.
Flowers bring forth hope and life hope of life at the end of the winter, and you will often see beautiful butterflies fluttering about after a long slumber. This is also the start of planting season, where one would plant seeds.
Yeah.
Which are tied with fertility and rebirth.
I got 6 bags of dirt in my car.
I need to go to the farmer's market and get some. I'm going to wait until it stays warmer consistently.
Yeah,
too,
I've also
but I
got
need to go get my herbs for the year.
I also have to fix my damn greenhouse.
Right.
For the 3rd time.
I enjoy planting my herbs every spring.
This is my first year.
Well, I've not been super successful with it, except for with my garden sage. It just does its. I literally just look at it and it just grows. It comes back every year.
I did buy a sage plant last year. I think it was a sage plant. No, it was a rosemary plant. It was
think you had
huge,
sage too.
But it didn't. I don't know if it'll come back or not.
I am no good at growing lavender. I've never been able to get it to live.
I got mine. I had a little bit last year, and it looked so good. And then I forgot to water it for 2 days, and it was
dead.
I had to have a funeral for it.
Now I did get rosemary to grow once, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my hand at it again this year and see what we can do.
I'm gonna do all the things. I'm gonna grow so much of my own food. I'm so excited.
So Ostara holds some plants sacred as they are very useful. Violets are very feminine and bring inspiration and insight. They can be used as anti-inflammatories, and they contain A and C vitamins. The birch, which is one of the first trees to sprout new growth each spring, can also be used as a place to worship Ostara. This tree is a symbol of balance and harmony. The sap can be used to make wine. Now, listen, I'm going to talk about different ways that you could use different plants to eat, consume. Do your research before you do it, please. Don't kill yourself.
Don't be just sticking random shit in your mouth.
Please.
That's how people in the olden days died, and this is not the olden days.
Right. Chickweed, which is a blue star-shaped flower, can be used to promote finding love when carried. It can be used in topical creams to help itchy skin or rashes.
Ooh, I'm always itchy.
It can be used to help with respiratory issues and sinuses. It's rich in minerals and nutrients and is sweet tasting. This next one, which is a favorite of mine, honeysuckle.
Ooh, I love honeysuckle.
Here in the South, it's a childhood favorite.
Oh, yeah, I like sucking on them.
Yeah, girl. My kids, I'm such an awful parent. My kids didn't know until last year. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, we don't have a whole lot of it that grows around the house.
Oh, well, my parents' woods was just fucking full of it.
We have some, but you have to get through poison ivy to get to it.
That's
so
true.
We just didn't.
I got some over here on the side of the house.
Well, there's some that grows out by the walking track, the frisbee golf course.
Yeah.
So we saw it there, and I was like, "Oh, look!" But anyway, honeysuckle. The sweet smell of it, of course. Best smell in the world.
Yeah.
The actual. I don't like honeysuckle.
I don't like
Shit.
fake. No,
but it can help ward off negativity, because honestly, who can be negative with something that smells that damn good around?
Yeah.
It's also can be used as an anti-inflammatory, and it's good for your immune health.
Oh.
Calendula is an herb with yellow flowers. It attracts success and abundance in your life. Dandelions, we've mentioned this before in previous episodes. It can promote they promote financial growth. They're rich in nutrients. They support liver, kidney, and heart health. This next one, as someone who is researching into family roots, rang true with me, and I was really excited about it. The ash tree. It's a big symbol in Norse culture because Yggdrasil or Yggdrasil, however you want to pronounce it, the giant serpent sat on it. The ash tree is the link between the physical and the spiritual realm and represents fortune telling and fate. There are also colors associated with this time of year that hold special meanings. We use these when we decorate for, here, Easter.
Yeah.
Green, of course, makes you think of new plants growing, abundance of nature, hope and new life. Earth, growth and new opportunities, fertility and forgiveness. Red makes you think of lust and passion, courage, strength, vigor and vitality, new life and goddess rituals. Light blue, healing, innocence, trust, purity, fairness, and trust, purity, fairness in relations with everyone, self-care, empathy, and it serves as a reminder of summer and warmer weather ahead. Oh, I think I totally skipped. Nope, just kidding. Fairness and truthfulness, patience and honest communication. Pink is healing of heart, romantic love, positive relations with all, self-care, empathy, and it serves as a reminder of summer and warmer weather ahead. So totally, I'm reading this off of my laptop, guys, and I skipped a whole line. My bad. Lavender, the color lavender, one of my favorite colors. Love and healing and romance. White is also associated with this time of year. It represents a fresh start, purification, peace, divinity, and the connection to divinity, and just overall cleanliness, clean. Yellow makes you think of the sun, self-empowerment, persuasion, self-control, persuasion, again, self-confidence, abundance, and happiness. Now, it's been a hot minute since we've talked about crystals.
Yes.
So
It really has.
It really has. And honestly, when we started talking about doing this podcast, I was like, I'm going to do fucking crystals and herbs every fucking episode. But that's not been the case. So I thought this would be a good time to get back on it. Crystals can be used in rituals or can be carried just as charms for luck or whatever. For Ostara, you would want to use crystals that represent calm, soft, warm, and love energies. Carnelian is used for protection and it aids in clarity. Likewise, tiger's eye shields you from anything keeping you from focusing on the positives of life. This one gives you a sense of yin and yang, balance, and self-sufficiency. Orange calcite is for cleansing. It's all about letting go of what no longer serves you. Peridot is perfect for the season as it's a purification crystal. It wards off negative and attracts positive. It promotes... Go ahead.
I was going to say, is it peridot or peridot? Because I have always said peridot because that's my birthstone.
Yeah.
That's the funky booger green.
Yeah.
But I have heard like...
I've heard it both ways.
I've heard like jewelers and stuff call it peridot.
Peridot. I've heard it both ways.
Yeah, I've always called it peridot.
Potato, bitch.
It's a booger.
It promotes fertility and prosperity as well as abundance. Lavender amethyst also shields from negative energy. Its high vibrations and frequencies attract compassion and healing, and it allows you to feel peace and self-love, and it promotes emotional balance. We have mentioned before that we would like to take a little deeper look into runes. Mm-hmm. We've yet to do that. But I'm going to give you some runes that you can use for Ostara. There's 3 that we can talk about. It's a great time to use... I'm going to butcher the hell out of these, and I'm sorry. Teiwaz, Teiwaz. Awaz, Ehwaz. And Berkana, Berkana. Teiwaz, or can be used or called Tyr, is a good rune that represents the Sky Father. It's all about action and direction. Think justice, oaths, courage, and order. The Mother Earth is represented by Berkana. This is a goddess rune that is associated with birth, growth, regeneration, caring, and creativity. Awaz, which is between the two of them, is represented by a foal, symbolizing new life. When you think of this one, think of partnerships, movement, astral energy, and easy transition. So essentially, this time of year, we want to just celebrate the rebirth of Earth as it warms, as the weather warms and creatures come back to life and, everything's waking up. This is a great time to kind of slow down and take a look at the beauty around us. Just really take it all in. celebrate with some good magic infused food, help bring forth happiness, because I'm fucking happy when I'm eating good damn food.
Right, me too.
It
a
can
little too happy sometimes. That's why I'm as chunky as I am.
It can bring forth abundance and love, and letting go of that shit that's holding you down. This is a time of rebirth. Just fucking invent yourself. Just let the shit that no longer serves you fucking go. Let the negativity go.
I'm trying.
It's
hard.
I was looking at you, but I wasn't aiming that at you.
It's hard. I almost cried last week. Just for some context, I'm trying to do a calorie deficit because I am quite overweight and I'm not happy. So I'm trying to exercise more
hangry
and eat better. Yes, Tuesday was very hard. I was very hangry. And then Wednesday, I was like on the verge of a mental breakdown. And I was like, I'm only 2 weeks in.
Well, but yeah, this time of year, it's also a great year. You know, you think here in the South, everybody thinks Easter. It's a great time to kind of, if you've got kids or nieces, nephews, whatever, grandkids, do some crafts with them. Color some eggs to offer to Ostara with the kiddos. I'm going to let you know. Pinterest, great resource for all things Ostara and Easter and whatever have you. The Spring Equinox. It's a great resource for those kind of fun crafts and recipes and things like that.
I love crafts.
I like to think that I like crafts. I like the idea of being a crafty person, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fucking do all the crafts, and then I get the shit to do the crafts, and then I sit down to do it. I'm like, it's too hard. Fuck it, and I quit.
It depends on the craft. Because, like,
scrapbooking,
bitch. Okay, so you remember last week when I said, or it was a couple weeks ago, because I wrote all of the episodes in, like, one day, and and then I came home and cleaned my whole house, and then the next day I came home and I made an entire scrapbook of the trip to Florida that I took last year. But I just haven't been motivated to do.
Well, you remember whenever we were planning on me and TJ getting married in October, and we were going to do the whole wedding ourselves.
We had one night of It was fun. It was a good night. But, like, it was so fun.
We did one thing, and then we're like, fuck it. And then we always, like, Christmas every year, we're like, we're going to get together and we're going to make Christmas crafties. And then we never fucking do. And then we're always like, we'll get together and do one crafty thing, like, once a year.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh no, we're going to start doing this, like, once a month. This was so much fun. And then we just never fucking do it.
Right. I think the last thing we did was, like, maybe...
tie-dye shirts.
Yeah, and it was, like, 6 months ago.
Was it? Hold on, because it was back in June or July when Linda passed away.
Yeah.
And so I had brought Maddie over to tie-dye shirts to kind of
I was like, let's have a girls'
distraction.
night. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we haven't done anything since.
So it was more than 6 months ago.
In our defense, we've been like, our girls' nights and quote-unquote craft nights are now podcast nights.
Yeah. We're crafting. We're doing stuff. Do you have more?
Nope, I'm done.
You were done?
I'm done.
That's it?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Now I'm the star of the show. And I don't have very much.
Oh.
So.
I almost fell. I just wanted you guys to know. I have socks on and my foot hit the wood floor and it was almost
She doesn't have grippy socks.
No. I should have worn my grippy socks. I have some cabin socks that have grippies on the bottom of them. I should have.
So, I'm bringing you food, drinks, treats.
Did you include the lemon lavender bars?
I did. They're under the lemon meringue pie.
Meringue pie?
Yeah, I know it's meringue.
Please, what? Meringue.
Meringue.
I can't stand you.
So, my source is earthspirithearth.com. And they have, I'm basically just going to like give a rundown list. And then I'll tell you whether I like it or not. And then if you feel like making it for the Spring Equinox, the recipes are linked on that website. So for seasonal drinks is lemonade with mint, which I don't like lemonade. That's my review.
Lemonade with lavender in it is delightful.
Ooh, I would be willing to try that.
I want to say
lemonade is one of those drinks where I'm just like, I'm thirsty and that feels very dry.
Right. Well, Shy Girl Coffee Company here in town.
Yeah.
She, if I'm remembering correctly, had at one time, maybe still has, a lavender lemonade. If I'm correct,
Yeah.
I'm not positive.
I would try it. I could find out.
I have some lavender. I bought plenty today.
Well, next is iced herb tea. I'm not a big, like, unless it's like dirty leaf water that's sweetened.
Yeah.
I'm not really, I don't know. I've never given herb tea a try, but I've thought about it. I'd like to think that I would like it.
I like sweet tea.
Me too. Crisp, flowery white wine, which, fun fact, I found a wine I actually like. It's a sparkling wine from Trader Joe's, and it is really good. I got the peach Bellini one. Apparently there's a raspberry one that's very good, but I'm allergic to raspberries, and though I would be willing to try it at the risk of my throat closing up, because I did test out recently. I was like, I wonder if I'm still allergic to raspberries, and I ate one, and I was like, yep, definitely still allergic.
Remember that time I almost killed you drinking, what was it, Down
It
Home
was
Punch
the
or
Jack
some shit?
Daniel's Down Home Punch drinks, and I was like, these are so good, and I had
And
like
all of a sudden
3
it's
of them.
like, my throat's kind of scratchy.
I was like, my throat feels weird.
I was like, oh no.
And then I had to go home and like take a bunch of Benadryl because I was like, I might be dying. And then I lived with my granny at the time, and she was like, you could have died. She said that a lot to me when I lived with her.
And I'd venture to say, I would say probably 90% of the time of her saying you could have died was shit that you and I have done together. Or you and that other person, or all 3 of us had done together.
Well, whenever I lived there, I wasn't friends with him. But like, I met...
Later on.
Yeah. But like, I met my ex-husband when I lived with her. And I stayed the night with him. And she was like, you don't even know this man. She's like, you could have died. And I was like, it was fine. It was okay.
And still, after all these years, we're like, you could have
died.
Like, literally.
Like, just, I mean, some of the things that I experienced in that relationship, I'm just like, I'm surprised I'm still here. Under the treats category, carrot cake, which I love carrot cake, but
with cream cheese icing.
For sure. That's the only way to eat it. But, like, I have gone to, like, I don't like to make, I don't bake. I just don't.
I love to bake.
I try, and I'll do it every once in a while, like, once every 6 months. I'll get some kind of wild hair up my ass and be like, I'm going to bake a dolly cake because I've had all of these in my cabinet for a while. Well, I just usually, if I want cake, I go to the grocery store and I get a piece of pre-made cake. Just the piece. So.
That's dedication because my ass gets a whole ass cake every time.
Walmart carrot cake, trash. Absolute garbage.
Trash.
Food Line carrot cake, chef's kiss. It's really good. It's got like nuts in it. It's really good. Lemon meringue pie.
I love lemon meringue pie.
Meringue.
My mama makes the best lemon meringue pie.
I just don't like meringue. So I was recently given a chocolate pie with a meringue on top. And like, it came from Patty's Settlement in Kentucky. And when I tell you that this meringue was a foot tall.
Oh.
I was like, why? They came in a cake box.
I love it. Key lime pie with the tall ass meringue on top.
I hate it.
Oh, fuck.
The pie was delicious. The meringue, disgusting. I don't like it. You mentioned your living lavender bars. I don't know what that entails.
They're
Like,
kind of like so like it's kind of like a lemon meringue pie without the meringue. It's got kind of like the same flavor to it, but it's sweeter. And then you put that. So don't think that you've got like just chunks of lavender in there.
I imagined like a lavender extract of some sort.
So basically what you do, so you put sugar in it, yes. But like you take the sugar and you take your lavender. So it's actual like lavender buds. And you put it in like a food processor and it like grates it down or chops it up really finely. So it makes it like a powdered sugar.
Yeah.
And with like lavender mixed into it. So it releases those oils and stuff. So it gives that sugar, that lavendery taste. Now, it sounds odd.
Yeah.
And it doesn't taste as odd as what you're thinking it's going to taste. It is so, so good. It is so good. I was really surprised at how good it was. I was like, I really just kind of want to try this to see how it's going to go.
Right.
Because I was envisioning just chunks of lavender.
Yeah.
But that's not the case at all. You don't even see it. You don't feel it. You just taste subtle hints.
Right.
Of the lavender in it.
I don't know
and it's just
ever...
from those oils being released. But it's so good. It is so good.
I mean, I'd try. Lemon is not in my top things. It just gives me pledge vibes. Yeah. Furniture polish.
But they are so good. I will make some soon because I have been craving them.
Well, I'll try one. Hot cross buns, or also known as solar cross buns.
Yeah.
And then for seasonal dishes, some entrees or side dishes, I guess, because this is asparagus salad with peas. I don't know that I've ever even had asparagus.
I'm trying to think.
I've always imagined that it tastes like piss. I don't know why.
Why? Because it makes your pee smell weird?
I think so. So I associate it with pee. Pee. I don't know. I don't know what asparagus tastes like. If you know, let us know. Charred leek soup with cilantro.
I don't know that I've ever had leeks either.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. Call cannon, or also known as mashed potatoes, with spring greens. I could get behind that. A potato, fuck me up.
Give it to me.
Yeah. Any way it's made.
Potatoes in any form.
Yeah. Even the smiley ones. I really like the smiley ones.
The adulting well.
Yeah.
You know you're an adult when you get excited about the smiley face potatoes.
Cash Saver carries them.
Hell yeah.
Deviled eggs.
I love deviled eggs.
Me too. I particularly like when my mother makes them.
I love deviled eggs.
They're so good.
I love them so much. I hate making them. I refuse to make them. I've made them like twice in my whole life, and for like a family function of my dad's family, and I was like, never again. Don't ask me to do this. My mistake though was that the first time I ever made them was for an Easter get together, and so I decided.
So there was like a lot of pressure.
Well, no, it wasn't. No, because we don't. With my dad's family, we never have really gotten together a whole lot for Easter.
Oh yeah.
But it was like we were all going up to visit my granddad, and so they were like, "Why don't you make deviled eggs?" So I decided to get crafty with it, and I dyed the egg whites different Easter type colors. So like it was so much, and I was like, this was miserable, and then. It was a 2-hour drive to my granddad's, so we had to drive 2 hours with these deviled eggs in the back of the car. So the whole car smelled like a fart for 2 freaking days. It was awful. I was like, never again. Do not ever ask me to make these again.
I did see today, we went to Hobby Lobby because they have the superior selection of scrapbooking supplies, and I've got a problem. So, but I saw as I was checking out, and I'm surprised it was worded the way that it was on the package. It's a deviled egg stuffer, like a little syringe.
Yeah.
But I'm just surprised that it said deviled eggs stuffer, just because I mean it's well known the type of company that Hobby Lobby is,
right?
But and it just, my ex-husband's grandmother refused to call them deviled eggs. They were stuffed eggs. You better not call them deviled eggs in her house.
Good Lord.
And I thought that was the weirdest thing I had ever heard. Vegetable quiche. I love a good quiche.
A good quiche.
I love quiche.
I like to buy the like mini ones.
Me too. They're so expensive, but they are so good. I could sit there and eat the whole damn box.
I will get so sick and then like have violent stomach aches for like 2 days.
For sure. Yeah, my tummy will hurt real bad. Roast asparagus. Again with the asparagus. I don't know what it tastes like. Roast leg of lamb with mint jelly. I don't like lamb.
I've never tried lamb.
I'm not a fan. And plus it makes me sad.
Mint jelly kind of freaks me out a little too.
I don't like jelly that's not a fruit flavor. If it's not strawberry, grape, peach,
raspberry,
I can't have that, so it doesn't exist.
Have you ever had orange, like marmalade?
No, but that sounds gross.
I'm here for it.
Apricot.
Oh, I got key lime jelly one time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good.
I like the preserves at Loveless Cafe.
Yeah. I got that key lime jelly that time that we went to that place. What was the name of that place? Without You.
Oh. I was so upset.
We went to a haunted, like old, I think it was like Civil War home of some kind. It's supposed to be like hella haunted. And we got some cool stuff while we were there. But it was me and my friend Jennifer and Dustin, and we all went, and
I was
home.
invited, but like I had to work for another like 30 minutes or an hour, and these fuckers were not willing to wait. And I was like,
they picked me up from work. They met me at work. I had to work that day for a little bit, and they met me at work.
Hurt my feelings, and then she's sending me pictures of her apple cider and all this shit.
They were so,
and I was like, fuck y'all.
What was the name of that place that we?
I don't remember. But like, I'm always down for a haunted experience, and y'all
you were so mad.
Y'all just left me out in the cold. Now I don't give a shit. I don't know why I was so upset. The last one on my list. I think it's the last one on my list. Oh no, it's not. Oh no, it is. Spring pea salad. A lot of peas, asparagus, and
green
spring.
Shit.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I have been eating a lot of green stuff this last week.
I had sauteed green
It upset
beans
my
today.
tummy too, and we felt it all day today.
I had sauteed green beans today. They were delight. I love those. We go to Twin Peaks, and I literally just knock everything over. I literally get the same thing at Twin Peaks every time because it comes with some kind of Southwestern Pico type stuff on it, where it's like onions and tomatoes and corn and black beans, and it's so good.
I've never been there.
Oh, it's kind of pricey.
Oh,
I like the scenery, but if you don't know Twin Peaks, look it up. But there's a new one in Rivergate. Yeah. And so we checked that one out today.
It's in the Sticky Feet location.
It was good. The scenery was nice. It was good. Yeah. And the food was good.
What, did it look nice in there?
Yeah. It was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Was the floor sticky?
No.
Good. That's good. So it used to be a place called Ryan's Buffet.
Yeah, yeah.
And my granny and her friend would go, and they would go eat at this little country buffet. And her friend always called it, instead of Ryan's, it was Sticky Feet. Sticky Feet. Because the floor was always fucking sticky.
No, the floor was not sticky. It was very clean. It was very nice. It looked really good. It was a lot bigger in there than I thought it was going to be. The food was great. The food was great.
I just had an idea. We should have one whole episode where I tell granny stories.
Oh, yes.
I have so many good ones.
A whole episode of granny stories.
If y'all want to hear granny stories, let me know.
We could fill a whole episode of granny stories for sure.
All right. Well, that's all I have for the topic of the week. And then I have the nonprofit of the week this week. It is my choice, and I have chosen the Gentle Barn. Have you ever heard of the Gentle Barn?
I had, but I didn't know what it was, but I read through it the other day, and I was like, hell yeah.
So, With locations in Santa Clarita, California, Christiana, Tennessee, and Dittmer, Missouri. The Gentle Barn offers the opportunity to hug the cows, give the pigs tummy rubs, and spend time with the turkeys and enjoy a beautiful day. Tickets are donations of $20 for adults and $10 for kids ages 2 to 12, and under 2 years old is free. And they also have, I think it's on Sundays, where they have like a financial assistance thing, where you can go if you can't afford the donation price. They have like certain times where people can go and visit with the animals. So on their website, the founders, Ellie and Jay, said, "We live in a concrete, violent, noisy, high-tech, busy world. We have lost our connection to animals, to nature, and most of all to ourselves. Animals are living lives of torment from beginning to end. Their cries are unheard, their pain is unseen, and they are suffering. The rate of heart disease, cancer, obesity, and diabetes has also never been higher. The rainforests are being destroyed. We are in a global drought. We are polluting our air, and species go extinct every day. But by having reverence for all life and by connecting with Mother Nature, we each can change all of that. At the Gentle Barn, we stand up for the innocent and we help animals and children alike remember that they matter. We open people's hearts to the connections with nature. We open people's minds to what is happening around us, and we inspire people to become an integral part of the solution. Through the stories and interactions with our animals, we can raise future generations to have reverence for all life, protect our planet, live good, healthy, happy lives, and we will all be closer to having peace on earth. We can't do this work without you and are grateful for your support." And they have, you can sponsor a particular animal, or you can sponsor for a group of school kids, at-risk kids, or special needs kids to come to go to the Gentle Barn. And I will provide a direct donation link to their website. The first time I ever heard about them was because, if anybody remembers the great Jenna Marbles, her now husband Julian went, and he had like a whole video where he went to the Gentle Barn that's right outside of Los Angeles, and they've got, one right here. It's 40 miles southeast of Nashville. So I was like, I want to go.
I just want to hug a cow.
I know. So yeah, that's my nonprofit of the week.
I like it. You have a bad week at work and you're just like, I need to fucking hug a cow.
Yeah. You go pay $20 and you get to hug a cow.
Hell yeah.
You ever been licked by a cow?
No.
I have. Their breath smells like grass.
I have cows across the street from me, but somehow I think that they wouldn't be too happy with me trying to hug them.
Yeah, I don't know. The ones around, like Danny's stepmom's house is like surrounded by cows. And they're so sweet. Whenever they get to be adults, though, because like the babies are timid and they're like scared of people. But like once they get older, they'll come up to the fence and they'll, like, I got licked. I've been licked. I give them nose scratches, little head scratches. They're very sweet.
Cows generally are. They generally have a good nature. Even like the bucking bulls and stuff, those are just big babies.
Yeah.
They're literally just trying to get whatever it is on their back off. The majority of them are not actually violent animals.
Right.
But, well, I like it. That's a good one.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have for this week.
All right, guys. We appreciate you coming. Look us up on the socials. We didn't do that on the last episode.
No, we didn't.
Facebook,
Instagram,
Twitter,
TikTok.
Email
wanderersofweird@gmail.com. Give us your reviews. I haven't checked our reviews in a while.
I haven't either. We'll do it in a minute.
Yeah, we'll do it whenever we finish this, and then if we have any, you'll hear about it.
Give us some reviews on whatever platform you listen to us on. Share us out.
Yeah, tell a friend.
Tell your grandma.
Yeah, and maybe your grandma will tell her nursing home, and then next thing you know,
our bingo buddies,
we will be popping off.
Shit.
In the nursing homes.
Hey, we have listeners in other countries.
Yeah, I know. I still think that's weird.
We have listeners in other countries, guys. Like, let me see if I can get this to come up real fast. We have
the internet in this house fast.
Shit.
Dreaming.
Shit. I gotta sign in. Hold on. We signing in. All right, so we have, let me switch over, see more. Okay, geolocation. All right, y'all, we looking at, I mean, a bunch of you heifers are in the U.S. That's cool.
Specifically Tennessee, really.
Yeah. But that's fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
But since the beginning of our, podcast, we have listeners in a couple countries other than our own, which I find to be fan-freaking-tastic. We're looking at U.S., Argentina, Germany, UK, Belgium, Philippines, Canada, and Hungary. Now, let me just tell you that the one in Canada, there's literally one download in Canada.
Yeah.
And it is in Ontario. Let me find out. Selena, if this is you, Selena Spooky Boo, Selena Meyer. Selena, I love you. I'm like your biggest fan. If this is you, I'm going to cry. Happy tears. But yeah, we've got several. The U.S., I mean, we're pretty widespread in the U.S. Number one is, of course, Tennessee, where we're from. But then we've got Alabama, Kentucky, Florida, Minnesota, Georgia, Ohio, North Carolina, Arizona, Washington, Texas, Michigan, New York, New Jersey, Oregon, Colorado, Illinois, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Missouri, New Mexico. And then there's 4 downloads that are coded as other. I don't know what other would be.
Space.
In the U.S.?
Space. It's above the U.S.
I mean, whatever.
It's the aliens. I wonder if that has any correlation to the balloon.
Don't go there. Don't go there. But yeah, I told my husband when I saw that we were being listened to in other countries and other states that he did not know that not only did he marry a badass fucking Viking shield maiden. I'm not really. Just kidding. I take that back. I'm of Viking descent, famous Viking descent. But he is also married to a fucking international superstar. My mama said, don't walk outside because you won't be able to fit back through the doorway with that big ass head.
So we're at 469 total downloads.
Woo! We're almost to 500.
69.
How old are you?
33.
33 going on 15.
Right. Yeah, most of our downloads, it looks like, are in Tennessee.
In Tennessee. Did you see that you can narrow it down to like where in Tennessee it is?
Oh, I did not.
Ashland City, Clarksville, Nashville, Nolensville, Knoxville, Murfreesboro, Athens, Antioch, Franklin, Deckard, Laverne, Lafayette, Hendersonville, Jolton, Big Rock, and other. 65 and other. Where is other Tennessee? I would just like to know.
I bet there is a city called Other Tennessee. If there's one called Marlboro.
Yeah. But, I mean, I just want to also
I just think it's
out,
cool. I'm not big into like the numbers of it, but I just think it's cool that somebody other than us is listening to this shit.
Right. I want to point out that there are 2 cities in Alabama that have been listening And I don't know anyone in one of those cities.
Oh, shit.
So, and then Florida.
That might be my sister.
Well, her and a couple of my coworkers.
Oh, okay.
There's also an other Florida.
Oh my God.
Kentucky, I don't know who that is. But some of these, I don't even know. I don't know people in these other Georgia. 17 downloads in other Georgia.
Wow.
Haley, is that you? Do you live in other Georgia? But yeah, thanks guys. We really appreciate you guys. Help us continue this momentum that we've got going. We'd like to hit quad digits by our year mark.
Yeah.
Which I think is totally attainable.
Yeah, I think
we're kind
totally...
of ramping up now. It's like downloads are getting a little more steady on a daily, and they're getting more and more each time. So if y'all weren't listening to this, we'd still be putting it out there because we have fucking fun doing it. So, but we really appreciate the fact that you guys are giving us time of day.
Right. And you're taking a little bit of your time. Even, like, what's weird is because, like, I listen to some podcasts to go to bed at night. What if somebody listens to us to go to sleep at night? You imagine hearing these two voices.
In your sleep.
To try and...
Dreaming.
To try and soothe yourself to sleep.
There is nothing soothing about either one of our voices.
I mean, they're not grating. We're not shrill.
My laugh is kind of... That was not a nice look. Fuck. I am
It's
wounded.
really not. It's really not.
No, I don't want your pity now. Fuck off.
It's really not that bad.
Fights with Shane and Riley.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.